Used to be a lonely place up here, but it's not so bad anymore. I'd like to thank Nick Van Claveren, Jules Price, Maelstrom Star, Cody, Mireille La Nuit, Max Denny, Beak, Tokudoku, Xbox Unofficial, Sky, Flowerfield, and Jace for their support on Ko-Fi. It means the world to us that you listen to our tale and that you help it continue. Check out Spare the Crying on Ko-Fi to support us and check out our rewards, like monthly bonus mini-sodes, embroidered patches, and handwritten letters from your favorite characters. And to those who've given us support so far, again, we thank you. Yeah, last time we sat around, you discussed what the hell to do next. You met some beans. That doesn't really matter. You made your way out, now you're fine, I warned you. It's a bit rough out there, earth crumbling around you, facing mirrored versions of yourself. Alright, let's say we left off with Virgil. Why not?
Okay.
Which means it's now Kirit's turn. Kirit, this you that's not quite you, now glowing with, it's like a sunflower brand on its chest, right?
I think I said between the shoulder blades.
Between shoulder blades, okay.
Yeah.
Now glowing with almost a halo around its body from your perspective in front of it as Virgil's magic hits. It spares a glance towards you, Kirit, and you see your own surprised face looking back at you before it turns around and runs after Virgil.
Why is it surprised?
It's just gonna swing at you, Virgil, with a sword.
Cool.
It might not hit you. That's a 17 to hit.
It just hits.
Virgil, you take 8 points of slashing damage as it stumbles across one of these fallen branches, also affected by the difficult terrain around you, and slashes down at you. And there's a moment of pause where the two of you face off, and you see Kirit's features start to melt and blur as it looks at you, and its form begins to change. Henry, it's your turn.
Okay. Would moving away from it would still be disengaging?
I mean, you can move away from it, but it'll get an opportunity attack against you.
So it means
which
you
could be worth it.
Not all of us can be rogues.
Yeah.
Just get everything they fucking want.
Sexy.
Leather-wearing bastards.
Do you guys want to be rogues?
We all
Really
do
bad.
right now.
I'll start by doing the Crimson Right infusion for sword. Because
First time.
yeah,
Yeah, what does it look like when you activate your Crimson, right?
it's Henry's first time, and he's aware that it's a thing that could probably be done. Perhaps as time goes on, he'll be more elegant about it, but in this instance, he is holding his short sword in one hand and contemplating the Crimson Right, thinking, how does Virgil do that again? And in a strip of almost not quite white, it's more of that like lilac purple fire that goes up the center of Henry's short sword and then seems to dissipate across the blade. Does an 18 hit?
Yeah, an 18 hits.
Yay! So that's 5 points of fire damage to the ooze.
It sizzles as it hits.
Does a 17 hit?
Yes, a 17 hits. 7 more fire damage. You see parts of it bubble when you hit it with this flame and sort of almost evaporate into the air.
Does it have a smell?
It kind of smells like coals burning. A little more acrid. It stays with you like a taste. Can you also roll a Constitution saving throw?
Oh, 14?
Feels like it sort of sticks in your throat, Henry, and you cough. Anyone who's looking Henry's way can see something like a black smoke escape Henry's mouth. And you have to take in like a deep breath again to rid yourself of the dizziness, but you are able to shake it off. I have one more roll for you to make, Henry.
He's already got black lung.
You roll it. Sorry. I just thought of a Zoolander AU, but we'll get to that some other time.
You get.
Will you please roll a dex saving throw?
24.
Earlier in this fight, the ground sort of started to fall beneath you all. And it was as Kirit was was running off, that the floor just like dropped as if there was a fissure in the earth. And it begins to widen, and you manage to stumble out of its way before the ground beneath you collapses as well into this cavern.
All right, then I'll just have him go directly back.
You turn around. The crumbling earth does not follow you back, and you keep your footing. Grayish, kind of oily slime that you just partially eviscerated. You can almost feel it pooling around your feet, but you don't take any damage. It doesn't get you. Next up is the form of Virgil that is currently stuck in the branches of a rather tall tree.
And also restrained by my telekinesis.
Ooh, okay. Name an NPC.
Oh,
NPC?
Name an NPC.
I don't know. No.
Name an NPC.
I'm scared.
Lizzie would love if
5,
you did.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Ophelia.
Okay. Ophelia is held very high in a tree, struggling against the invisible bonds that you have created, keeping her there. And she just struggles against it, and they don't make a save at this turn.
No.
Okay, she remains there. Kirit, it's your turn.
Kirit is still in a rage. He's going to try and make a spear attack against that ooze. So that's 15 to... plus 9.
That hits.
24 to hit. Forgot about my plus 9.
They didn't have a DA out?
I don't think so.
What? It's right here.
If it's a D10.
It's a Vriska. I know my shape. An additional 3.
That stays in.
Damn it! No, I'm home.
It's okay. Me too, babe.
Oh,
We're together.
outed. Oh no. No, that's millennial cringe. Okay. So that's that is 12 piercing. 12 piercing.
Piercing damage. It shrinks back as you swing at it. As it, what verb am I looking for? Sludges its way backwards. It's almost like it's a jelly-like substance that you have pierced at the end of your spear that breaks off from the rest of it. Kind of like when you pour heavy cream from a carton and you get like a glob of fat, you get the same kind of impression here. And it partially retreats back into this rift cracking across the earth. Kirit, can you please roll a wisdom save?
Yes, I do have another attack if you want me to do that first, or
I would like you to do the wisdom
first?
save first.
Okay.
That was a threat.
Not 20.
Okay, nice. Do your second attack.
I don't think this is a good idea. Yeah, I'm just gonna attack it again with a spear. It's a 23 to hit.
23 does hit.
A number.
15.
Thank you, 15.
15 damage. Yeah, you continue to jab at it. You continue to get these pieces of it breaking off as it tries to pull away from your spear. And Kirit, you, for a moment, almost see red as control tries to escape you, and you grab onto it. And you are confident on your next turn. If you transform, it will be your decision and under your control. Kian, it is your turn.
It's not Leah. It's not Leah. Fuck. They are going to switch telekinesis to the ooze and put the ooze up in the tree. So I guess the ooze has to make a contested strength throw?
And I also forgot to add something. Kirit, when you pull your spear back, you do notice that the metal appears to have been affected by like touching this thing. It's more blunt, as if it was melted away.
Yikes.
Yeah, I don't want that guy.
Yeah, it's aesthetic.
Strength contest? That's a 9.
Spell save. It goes 30 feet upwards into this same tree.
Next to Ophelia,
Yeah.
it shoots up into the air. You all get rained on by little droplets of ooze. It's like Kirit's tears. It's like mercury falling down on all of you. And it globs onto one of the limbs of the tree.
And does the limb of the tree stay intact?
At least for the time being, yes. Now it's Ooze's turn. Is it restrained?
Yeah, it's restrained until the end of my next turn.
There's not really much our friend Ooze can do besides be in a tree. So yeah, it just sort of warps and bubbles and remains where it is. Next up is Wiley. Wiley's in the bag. Ox, it's your turn. Wiley takes deep calming breaths.
Is there any, like, distinguishable... We haven't really done a lot of damage to the ooze, have we?
It has grown smaller. There are chunks of it from where it was stabbed by Kirit.
Okay.
About half the size.
Okay. I am going to have Ox move his 15 feet so that he is away from the ooze.
In the same direction as Henry?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's just go ahead and take a shot at the ooze because, you know, it can deal with that. You know, Ox is going to shoot with rain. That's a 22 to hit.
Yeah.
That's 8 damage.
8 damage.
That's a 13 to hit on the second one.
13 does not hit.
Okay.
Flies right by it. But when you do shoot it, though your bullet does not come out the other side, you hear kind of a sizzling sound, a hissing as it dissolves. You also see a few drops of this thing fall to the ground. And Virgil, you were up next.
Okay. This thing is amorphous in front of me. I'm just gonna swing my sword at it. Ooh, does a 14 hit it?
No, it does not.
I have nothing that can help me. I'm just gonna swing again. Worse. I miss again.
Kirit, or this thing that was Kirit, now is nothing. This sort of gray, shapeless, almost ooze-like thing itself dodges your first attack before it pulls itself together. Your second attack is blocked by its sword.
I will attempt to cast shield. So my AC is now... It's a +5. So my AC is now 22.
That's a 24.
Shit. Okay.
Raises its sword, stops yours, twists its grip around to make you stumble. Second strike of the sword does hit you across the the shoulder. And when you look up, Sylvia Flores is standing over you. What does Sylvia Flores look like for the rest of them?
I was gonna leave that up to you.
The figure that stands above Virgil now actually looks a lot like Virgil, but it's not the perfect reflection that all of you have seen. The gray in his hair is a little bit more like salt and pepper instead of in streaks. It's cropped much shorter, shaved at the sides. Of course, there's no scar across his face. And the expression on his face is that of someone who is eternally severe. The line between the brow, glaring gaze, despite the neutrality of his expression. He has a short, well-trimmed beard, and is clearly a bit older than Virgil here. And he falls immediately back into a battle stance. Henry.
So, gonna have Henry put away the short sword and draw the long bow. Technically the oath bow, but I'm not gonna be using it like that yet. I'm gonna attack Nega Kirit, that is now Nega Sylvia Flores.
Oh, I didn't roll damage for you also. Did
Oh yeah, fuck me up bad.
I? 10 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
Okay, so it's 10 piercing damage on the first one.
Okay.
And then that second attack is a 9 piercing damage.
Okay. Yeah, I think Virgil, you, from your perspective, you just see these arrows like lodge themselves into your father's back, in between his shoulder blades, and he barely reacts. And he glances back and then back towards you, keeping the ready stance. Next up is Ophelia's turn. Kian, could you let me down, please?
No,
Why not?
because you're not you.
Pardon me?
You're not you.
You hear her let out just like a huff of a sigh, and fairly quickly she grabs onto one of the branches and awkwardly swings her way down off of the tree. She barely stumbles on her fall, just runs over to you. It kind of looks like she's running to hug you, Kian. Her arms are out, but the force of her body when it slams into you is impressive, to say the least. It almost fully knocks you over as she just rams into you. Then she just raises a fist and punches you across the face. 7 points of bludgeoning damage, and then 15 for the punch across the face.
Kian's concentration is broken and the ooze is released as well. They, even though that they've been saying this the whole time, look at Ophelia in shock. She punches
In
him.
shock?
In shock.
Oh,
His expression.
just always got boys on the mind.
She's looking at you with a look of betrayal on her face, and something like pain as she pulls her fist back. Kirit.
I'm gonna stab her with the spear.
Okay.
Yeah, that's that one.
Okay, roll your damage. You will subtract 2 from your damage.
7.
You try to spear Ophelia. She just moves out of the way, but the sort of force of your movement is too much to stop you before you hit Kian. But the edge of this spearhead is blunted, Kian. It certainly feels like it'll bruise, but you take 3 points of piercing damage. So it doesn't hit as terribly as it could.
Sorry.
Fuck. Are you?
No, I'm me. I think.
It's still him.
Such confidence.
And then I'd like to throw a dagger at Virgil's dad. It's 12 total.
It falls a few feet short, uselessly to the ground. Please roll a con save, Kirit.
7.
More of the earth has been crumbling as this fight goes on. There was a portion of it that Henry disturbed as he ran off. And Kirit, as you regain your balance from this dagger throw, you see that there's a new kind of crack forming, webbing out from the original one. As it moves vaguely in your direction, you can see more of that smog almost emerge from it. When you breathe it in, it feels like it sticks. You are poisoned. It is difficult for you to breathe. There's a wheezing sound, almost like Virgil, and just can't quite get this feeling out from your chest. And you see more of that substance that made the thing that Kian threw in a tree form and rise from this crack in the earth. Kian, it's your turn.
And you have advantage on melee attacks against hostiles within 5 feet of me.
Kian is going to kind of shrink back from Ophelia and just stop attacking us. What are you doing? And they're going to cast mirror image on themselves. So there are 3 Kians. Every time somebody attacks me, you roll a d20 to determine which target it attacks.
Cool. You see her breathe in as if to speak, and then these other Kians appear, and there is a flash of like fear across her face as she looks at all of them. Fear and confusion. How are you doing this?
Prove to me that you're real.
She just reaches out with a 13. Is that one of the mirror images?
Is not me.
Okay. Just with her hand, not with a blade, not with a fist. Lays a hand on the mirror image of you on the shoulder and addresses it. Are you one of us?
Kian betrays the boys.
And next up is the ooze in the tree.
Yes, I'm a wind.
Oh, sweetie.
It's gonna schlorp its way down.
Slurping away down.
Slurping fast.
That's kind of all it can do. It's just schlorps, making angry ooze sounds as it goes. Thanks, guys. Next up is Wiley's turn. Wiley breathes in, breathes out, and prays, even though he knows no one is listening. Ox, it's your turn.
Oh, okay.
Heartless man, I guess.
Ox is going to move another 15 feet closer to Henry because things are getting real weird. I am also going to have him use his action to create an eldritch cannon, and it's going to have little crow feet so that it can move around on its own.
Like the Howl's Moving Castle of cannons. Okay.
How big is this little guy? Describe our new friend.
It says magically create a small or tiny eldritch cannon, so it's pretty small.
Be like
Like a dog.
is his name Heem? Like
Does it make the same sound
It does.
when it shoots?
Yeah.
Afterwards, after,
Oh, of course.
you know.
We have fun here.
So this cannon appears beside you, Ox. Is that your turn?
Yeah.
Virgil, it's your turn.
Yeah. He visibly reels back from his father, and he looks afraid in a way that you haven't quite seen from Virgil. And then his knuckles go white on his sword, and he'll stand his ground. Okay. And I would like to swing at this fella. That feels correct. Natural 1.
Roll damage.
Okay. Which is, oh my god, I'm panicking. Where's my character sheet? Okay, so 13 damage.
You rush in to attack. Silvio easily and blocks your attack. And this time, when he deflects your blade, the maneuver also like twists your arm at the same time and sends like an ache from your elbow to your shoulder. He clicks his tongue. Sloppy, straighten your back.
Alright.
And when you take half damage.
Okay, so that would be 6?
You take 6 points of damage, yeah.
Cool. He will adjust his stance. I've always wanted to say this. The ice on his sword will thaw and turn to meltwater, and then to steam, and then to smoke, and fire catches, so hot it burns blue. Shut the fuck up! I will go for the throat. That's max damage.
19 fire damage. Look of disappointment quickly vanishes to one I think that you've never seen on your father's face. You can't say if it is an accurate portrayal or not. There's a glint of fear as this flame sizzles across his skin, and there's a smell of flesh burning.
That's my action. Virgil will hold his ground, nose bleeding profusely. Furious.
Henry.
I'll go ahead and attack not Virgil's not father.
Oh yeah, because
Yeah,
he
'cause
was
there
not
was-
Virgil and now he's not father.
Yeah. Does a 29 hit?
Yes, the 29 hits.
Yay. 26. 9 piercing damage on the first one. 12 piercing damage on the second.
He's looking rough. In the places where your arrows hit and remain, like where they stick, the skin turns sort of a gray, that same appearance that you saw when it was in between forms. But he stays eyes locked on Virgil. And next up is Ophelia's turn. She's reaching out to this image of you, Kian. A few emotions across her face. There's a softening to her expression.
No.
The beginnings of a smile. And then she shakes her head and turns around to swing at Kirit. And a rage has replaced the look on her face. Name a character, go. Name a character.
Mayla.
Mayla swings the blade towards you. Kirit, you take 14 points of damage as Mayla just like whams into you with this weapon. And I mean, you've seen Mayla upset before, but she looks ferocious now, furious as she attacks you.
Not to be a glutton for punishment, but I think we skipped the other doppelganger's turn.
You're right. Thank you so much for reminding me.
You're welcome.
16?
No, that doesn't hit.
22.
As the sword comes down, Virgil will raise a hand, and there's a blinding flash of light in the doppelganger's face. Yeah, that's still gonna hit.
Okay.
Fuck.
The first attack you dodge. His head kind of tilts to the side. Better. And then attacks again. It's in the attack that you see the difference. There is a feral desperation behind each swing that you are not accustomed to seeing from Silvio. The damage that he does is not elegant. It is brutal. And he slashes you across the chest with 15 points of slashing damage.
Yikes.
Will you make a dex save, please?
17.
The original crack in the earth begins to continue onwards. You do happen to be standing, you and Silvio happen to be standing right in its line, because it moves straight across the earth. But both of you just barely managed to sidestep the crumbling earth. Here, it is your turn.
Kirit's gonna look guilty about it, but he's gonna stab at Nega Mela with his spear. Hey, I'm sorry. Maybe this will hit one of your doubles?
Did you get a natural one?
How many times can we hurt each other in this fight?
Yeah, roll damage.
I'm sorry. 12.
But
Already
first roll
subtracted.
a d20 to see who you hit. Which
Okay.
one of the mirror images?
It's a 1.
Okay.
So sorry.
Then Kian,
now.
you take 6 points of piercing damage as again Kirit lunges and stumbles over this uneven ground and just jabs you in the leg.
What the fuck?
Sorry. So that was one attack. Dare I do another? I'm gonna move away.
You'd like to move over to the ooze that just emerged.
Yes.
Okay. Mela gets an attack of opportunity against you.
That's what I want.
That is a 16. You take 8 points of bludgeoning damage as she manages to essentially punch you in the back.
I'm gonna stab at that ooze again. That was going better for me.
Yeah. You should also make a dex save
A dex save. All right.
after you attack.
Can you not? It's not a nat 1 this time. It's a 2.
Stop using that one!
It's both of them. 11.
That does not hit.
Okay.
We also roll a dex save.
Can I see the source of it?
Yes, the ground is crumbling.
So I get advantage.
Bro.
10.
Kian, you are closest. Ox and Henry, you would also, being sort of out of the action, see this happen. Kirit runs towards one of the other oozes, taking this punch to the back from Mela as he goes. That, plus this uneven ground beneath you, plus the already crumbling earth that this ooze has emerged from, all make a terrible sort of soup for Kirit. As he lunges, he vanishes as he falls into this crevice in the earth. The crack continues to spread onwards, 10, 15 feet. You guys are just... I'm not doing this on purpose, it's just that you keep standing like directly in the line of... the straight line of these cracks.
Oh my god, guys, just like in Twilight.
So it's moving straight towards you, Kian. And Kirit is gone. Kian, it's your turn. You can attack, but then you'll make a dex save.
I'm also kept forgetting to roll my
Jump.
vampire dice. Okay, saved on that.
It's because I'm not next to you.
Fuck shit up.
How did you move away from the crevice?
Fuck off, Henry!
They kind of sidestep to try to jump out of the way. Like, I can't think of anything to do to help Kirit. Wait, do I have to see?
If you're trying to move away from it, that would be the time to make a dex save.
Yeah. 15?
Okay, you just barely managed to skip away from the crumbling earth.
Kirit, are you okay? They're going to cast Eldritch Blast at the two oozes.
The chooses.
The twoses. When the
Yes.
something hit?
Yeah.
Does a 12 hit?
No.
Does a 17 hit?
Yes.
Eldritch Blast! 4 force damage plus 5.
Against which?
Ooze 1. The second one does 7 force damage plus 5.
Kirit, we'll get to what you see in a moment. I think right now you are just surrounded by falling earth and darkness and confusion, but you do hear faintly, distantly amongst the rubble falling, the distant, sad little voice of Kian calling out to you.
I'm not dead.
Okay. We can work with that.
As you're calling out, I think Kian, you don't notice this this other half of an ooze slithering its way in your direction. It got a natural 20 against your mirror image. It moves almost like a wave once it approaches, though a rather small one, and wraps itself around the leg of your image.
They disappear in like a cloud of feathers.
The little poof of feathers.
Happy Pride!
Happy Pride.
Pride.
One of your mirror images vanishes. Next up is Wiley. Wiley hyperventilates. Ox, it's your turn.
No.
Damn it.
I'm gonna have Ox shoot twice at Negamela, and then I'm gonna have the
That's better.
Eldritch Cannon fire on my bonus action. So,
Top 10 anime betrayals.
a 16.
Yes, that hits.
That's 15 damage on the first hit, 13 damage on the second one. It's the Force Ballista type cannon, and this one, that's an 18 to hit the ooze.
Can you describe what this looks like?
Probably looks kind of gun-like, the barrel of it at a larger, like longer scale. The little feet are like black crow, like bird feet, so that it can move around.
It goes.
That's 10 damage. If the target is a creature, it is pushed up to 5 feet away from the cannon.
Oh shit.
So push
Nice.
that bitch back.
I don't want to undo the excitement of pushing it 5 feet back, but you evaporate this thing. It's pushed 5 feet back and then into nothingness, just leaving a faint trace of smoke and a black smear mark on the ground where it slid backwards. Kian. Oh. Make a con save, please.
Natural 20.
Okay. You smell the same almost burning coal scent in the air as it vanishes, but you are unaffected. Virgil.
I would like to strafe around Silvio Flores and get out of the way of this chasm without leaving melee. I will continue. I will swing for the legs next. That's 9 fire. After sending him reeling, I will go again for the throat. Another 11.
Virgil. He almost looks impressed on the second attack. An expression you've seen a couple times, very rarely. Gives you a nod, even as he almost falls.
I don't want your fucking respect. Is he still right on the chasm?
Yes.
I will look down at him, and I would like to cast another blood curse.
You're looking up at him, but...
Fuck this guy. I will amplify this one. I will freeze him solid. I think it's a strength save.
Ooh, 5.
His speed is reduced to 0, and he can't take reactions. I will hold him there, and I will walk away. I will run parallel to the chasm towards where Kirit disappeared.
Yeah, you can't quite reach it to look in to see him, but you can see the earth still crumbling in small pieces around where Kirit vanished.
Kirit?
He's down there.
As if making up for the loss of its friend, this ooze slithers its way in the direction of Kian and the mirror images. It leaps towards you, Kian. You, Kian. 7, 12, 19.
You've got a mirror image up, right? Still?
No, this is Kian.
Oh.
Is this real? It was a natural 20. 10 points of bludgeoning damage. 18 points of acid damage. As it just clings onto you.
Okay, they're doing real bad.
It does its best to cling onto you. You can feel it sort of burning on any sort of metal pieces you may be wearing before it falls off to the ground.
They look like they are barely standing up.
Where the fuck is Mela?
Right next to me.
Yeah, sort of hidden beneath the ooze.
Yes, at the end of his turn, he can make another strength save.
Okay,
But he
so
can't.
he's stuck there. He's just gonna try to escape.
Okay.
He struggles to move, barely budge in his spot. And then, without a sound, he also vanishes as he tumbles into the earth behind him.
Virgil doesn't watch.
Henry.
Standing beside Ox, Henry briefly casts a glance to him before a worried look. I should say directly after a worried look to the situation in which Kian and Kirit are in. Ox, I apologize in advance for what I'm about to do. Henry uses conjure animals to summon 2 giant spiders.
What the fuck, dude?
One is near where Kirit is, inside of the chasm, and the other one gets spawned in behind, not Mela.
How big are these guys? Like
Besides-
person size?
Fucking shit.
Because Virgil's right there, and I think
hell
he
are
does.
those?
I think he does shriek.
Yeah, there's a...
Henry, what the hell are those?
What the fuck?
Listen, we need to... You must understand.
Fuck.
Yeah, Virgil, as you're running over trying to make your way to this this crevasse, a giant spider just appears right in front of you.
Do I even know this is Henry?
A friendly giant
Hang on.
spider.
Do you say anything as you do I mean, you talk to Oz.
It's got little puppy dog eyes.
Okay. I know it's you.
It has little Henry horns.
Yeah. You can feel the, essence off of it that's just hello,
Could you fucking warn me?
Sorry. To the spider closest to Kirit. They have an unimpeded climbing range of 30 feet and can go over difficult climbing terrain, which is why I chose giant spiders. If you could go down and assist him out of the hole, and you, speaking to the other spider that is by Kian, please attack the young woman in front of you.
Excellent. So should I add spiders to the initiative? One of the spiders begins to scramble towards the hole, and the other turns its attention towards Mela. Kian. Mela's attack barely whiffs by you as it plunges into the chest of one of your mirror images. That image vanishes, and she lets out this sort of growl of frustration and swings again. Does a 15 hit you?
15 hits me, yeah.
Okay. She lets out that sound of frustration and then just whams her body into you again, Kian. You take 6 points
Yeah, they're down.
of bludgeoning damage. It almost looks like a wrestling move to the rest of you. She topples Kian. Kirit, roll 2d6, please.
Oh. 1 and a 5.
You take 6 points of damage as you fall about 20 feet.
3 points of damage, because it's bludgeoning.
Ooh. Okay, you take 3 points of damage as you fall through this crack in the earth and land on a fairly hard dirt floor surface. It's pretty dark in here. The fissure above you is still widening though, and you're able to see more and more as it continues to move. And you see again the mushroom's fungal body is growing and dying around your feet. And just as you are beginning to stand up, you hear a little bit more scrabbling at the surface of the earth above you. If you glance up, notice the face of a spider, a very large spider, about to clamber down.
The spider that spawned near Kirit should look Henry colored, like a gold with white.
Cute. You say painfully.
Cute.
Cute.
Well, that was actually pretty impressive, I think, for Auden calling a spider cute.
I, as a player, am not a spider lover, but I don't think Kirit hates them. But not like...
He still waves.
He doesn't need a fresh pair of trousers, you know?
Yeah.
It waves.
The spider waves?
Yeah.
Oh! Yes! Kirit will wave back to the spider. I don't care if that's an action. I'll do it.
It's not an action. Kirit gets free waving
bonus.
action.
That's
Yeah.
my free object. It's just a chasm. We don't need to stay down here and explore. It's just a chasm.
You could spelunk a little. We're fine up here.
Can I detect where the oozes or the smoke are coming from if there's like a clear source here?
The air does have the smell of that poisonous gas.
So that seems like
Tunnel.
it was some sort of just deposit of gas or something
Yeah,
like that.
yeah. Do you want to roll like a nature check?
Sure. 15.
And it's dim now, but like there is light coming in from the surface. You're not unable to see, aka you are able to see. The place where you find yourself is surprisingly perfectly round, and there is a thin layer, almost, I know everyone likes to think about eggs, I don't mean like an egg, but almost like a shell of like a different type of earth around this tunnel that you've fallen in. Where you see the dirt crumbling, you can see like a layer. Does that make sense?
Yes. Is the way onwards lit enough for a human to not run into a wall kind of a level?
I mean, up until what you can see, yes.
He's down here. He'll go in that direction.
Okay. How far?
Let's say his normal speed, so 40.
Okay.
Well, that way I can...
Kirit trots off. Next up is the spider. Clambers down to the hole. What is their speed, Henry?
30 feet, both vertical and horizontal.
It scrambles in and begins to scramble towards Kirit.
I just imagined, you know, the little, like, really cute jumping spiders? People say they're really cute.
Yeah. People say they're really cute.
They're cute, but I
Subjective.
also have an intense reaction to them. But like that, but cowboy boots and Henry color.
It just wants to be your friend, Kirit. Don't worry about it. Kian, it is your turn. What moment of your life flashes before your eyes as you fall?
I think they're standing in a street. They see like a cloaked figure with a big hat run past them and into an alley. And then a few seconds later, a guard rushing down the street. And they just kind of point in the opposite direction of the figure to the guard and wait a few seconds as they duck back into the alleyway.
You duck back into the alleyway and into the darkness there. And roll your save.
I already rolled it.
Next up is Wiley. Wiley goes, Dusty, hey. Can you hear me? Ox, it's your turn.
Can Ox hear him?
No.
Well,
Oh no! He's
It's been all of 18 seconds.
And he's
or something.
panicking.
He's panicking.
You can panic real hard in
Yeah.
18 seconds.
Oh, I know.
We all know. If you can't do anything to heal Kian, I can heal Kian.
Yeah, I cannot. Like, I could, but it would take too many turns.
I can get them up.
The Nega Silvio fell into the crevice, right? So
Yes.
you can't see him. Okay. Then I don't even have to worry about him. So I'm not going to. We're going to shoot twice at... Is it Nega Mela?
Yes. Yeah, you have this like lump next where Kirit fell of just everything.
It's a 21 to hit on the first one.
That'll do it.
9 damage. And 16 damage.
Okay. Mela does not look great.
And then for my bonus action, my little cannon is going to fire at the ooze. That's a 25 to hit.
That'll hit.
11 points of damage.
Of course, again, though the bullets don't quite make it through or being disintegrated by this ooze, a piece of it still drop away with a hiss and a sizzle.
Oh, and it should also be pushed 5 feet away.
Oh.
Get that thing the fuck away from Kian.
Don't want to be
Yeah,
oozed
it
upon.
is shoved back almost underneath Henry's spider, the one that's not underground, of course. Virgil, it is your turn.
Okay. He sees Kian drop, and he will run and leap over that rift to try and get to them.
Will you roll a dex save, please?
14?
You sort of leap over, and as you do so, the ground beneath your feet crumbles. You don't get the purchase you originally planned to get from the earth as you jump, and you stumble and manage to cling onto the edge of the earth before it sucks you in.
Fuck. He will claw his way away from falling and reach out, and I would like to cast Healing Hands on Kian. Gain 11 hit points. You're back up. That's all my movement, so I'm there, prone.
Next up is the spider that is beside this battle with Kian and Virgil. You directed it to attack Mela.
Do you need spider stats?
You can roll if you
Okay.
if you want to control your spider.
Does a 12?
12 does not quite hit. How does it attack? Mandibles?
Yeah, it's a bite.
The spider lunges for Mela. Appeared kind of suddenly. She lets out a scream and dodges out of its way. And Virgil, you hear the clack of its mandibles not too far from you. Ooze just schlorps its way around the spider's legs and flows towards Kian. Wait, actually, how bad is Virgil? Has Virgil been hit at all?
Oh, he's been pretty fucked up.
It's gonna go for Virgil. That makes more sense.
It does not.
Virgil is easier to access. And you are prone. So
He
it
just
is
looks
going-
up and casts shield.
Okay. Does a 19 hit?
No, that would break against the shield.
It throws itself repeatedly against your shield, each time with this wet splatting sound, but it does not quite make it through to you. Next, it's Nega Silvio's turn. You don't know what Nega Silvio is up to. Henry, it's your turn.
Oh god.
Is there a crack approaching the boys? These two butter boys upon...
Oxen. Yes, there is.
Okay, I wanted to make sure I was reading that.
Oh, that's what that is.
Yeah, the crack in the earth that appeared and almost took a Virgil is approaching you.
I don't think we should stay here for very long. I'm just going to... Henry is going to move. Seeing another web of this big chasm coming towards himself and Ox, takes off diagonally towards where the cluster of the rest of the boys, Virgil and Kian, are currently fighting not Mela and an ooze. He sets up a little ways away so that he can still take a nice little ranged attack and go for Nega Mela. I guess I should ask first, how's Nega Mela looking?
Looking hurt. There are spatters of gray across her skin.
I'm still gonna do it. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and take Nega Mela as a sworn enemy with the oath bow. She's not real. She can't hurt me. It's fine. She can only hurt Kian. Does a 27 hit?
I guess.
So that first arrow is 27 damage. Also 27 for the second arrow.
Oh,
Henry?
yeah.
They rolled really high on the damage dice for it.
Damn. Okay. With 2 neat thwacks. You hit Negamela twice on one side of her, just to the left of her abdomen, and then again to the right. And she lets out this human sort of pained gasp as each one hits. Is that your turn?
Yes.
All right, it is her turn.
More like hurt turn.
Yeah.
Got her.
She lets out this pained gasp and stumbles as each arrow hits her. And it's like she uses that force to her advantage and just like slams her fists into your chest for 14 points of bludgeoning damage.
He definitely makes a sound when she hits him. Like, she crashes through the shield and he just makes a, like, pained inhale.
Are you still up?
Yeah, he's up. Well, he's laying down, but yeah, he's up.
Kirit, it's your turn. You run into the darkness of this tunnel. It carries onwards. It appears to be fairly straight. You do not run into any walls. The smell starts to get stronger. That unpleasant, like, gaseous smell. You can keep going.
Yeah, how light a torch if he has to.
The mushrooms are still like, growing and dying around your feet every step you take. And you only have a hard time seeing because the air grows thicker and thicker with this like, trapped gaseous substance. Will you roll a con save, please, at disadvantage?
10.
You take 9 points of poison damage as the air grows thick and difficult to breathe. And the spider keeps running after you. So you can hear it now, approaching from behind you. The skittering of its feet against the surface of the earth.
The jingle jangle of its spurs.
Yeah.
All 8 of them!
Kian, it's your turn.
God, I can't really disengage because I can't get far enough for that to make sense.
Standing.
I mean,
Mela looks
you
rough.
could use your action.
They do get up and, well, I'm gonna roll this blood dice real quick.
If you...
Okay. And in fear, like, scramble back 10 feet.
Towards Henry?
Yeah. They'll call Marigold down and they heal 4 points.
4.
Yeah.
Yippee! That sounded like the beans. The beans all go,
My beans!
Next up is Wiley. Wiley continues to call for Ox with increasing desperation. Ox, it's your turn.
You feel dread in your soul.
Yeah. I'm gonna have Ox move about 15 feet to the left.
To Henry.
Right there. Yeah, closer to Henry right there. And he's also gonna have his little cannon with its little legs follow him right there. I'm gonna have him shoot at Negamela. That's a 30 to hit.
Holy... What?
Yeah, 30 hits.
What is your to-hit bonus?
Absurd. That's what it is.
What quantity is that?
Infinity.
That's a 7 points of damage.
Okay.
And then on the second hit, 11 points of damage. The little Eldritch Cannon is also going to go off. That's a 13 to hit.
Bursts harmlessly behind it against one of the trees. Virgil, it's your turn.
I would like to get up. Mela's doing bad?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll go for her. That's 11 fire damage.
How do you kill Mela?
Do you have to say it like that?
No. You don't.
This is a horrible question you've posed. He'll make it quick. He's uncomfortable with it. He won't look her in the eye.
The thing that looked like Mela falls back to that shapeless gray form at first. And when you do turn to look, Virgil, if you turn to look,
When it falls, he will.
it does seem almost like a half complete sculpture to have gained some features. It is not just a shapeless sort of shadow.
Huh. Where I'm standing right now, is that dangerous?
I mean, the earth is crumbling.
Yeah. If I move to where not Mela was, is that safer ground?
Yes.
I would love to do that.
I would like to use a reaction when Mela goes to 0 hit points.
Okay.
I get to use my Blood Curse reaction finally, and Mela is going to do a weapon or melee attack, whatever, against the ooze.
Mela? Wait, what?
I know what you're doing.
Puppet.
You're fucking,
yeah.
you're
Okay.
fucking blood
Puppet
bending.
or whatever.
Yes, Mela had like a sword.
Okay.
Did Mila have blood?
Creatures that do not have blood are immune to blood curses unless you amplify. So you can amplify it.
Then I'll do that.
Okay.
The amplification takes the Hemocraft. Wow, why do I keep hitting max damage with that? I think.
So she rolls to attack the ooze.
Yes.
That was a 12.
Virgil steps back, a little bit horrified.
So yeah, you see, I don't know if her is the right way to describe it anymore. You see it, them, whatever, stand up and draw its weapon again, Virgil. Now, instead of facing you, facing your enemy. It swipes at it, it swipes again. Its strange kind of puppety movements are imprecise and, as your father said, a bit sloppy, and does not quite manage to hit the ooze.
Comparing me to this undead vessel.
Yeah. All right, it's the spider's turn.
Oh yeah, Spider's gonna attack the ooze.
Okay. Roll for spider.
I'm surrounded by a bunch of terrifying things.
Yeah.
Yeah, you are.
Nat 20, let's go. Good job,
Fucking
Spider.
go.
Good job,
Okay.
spider.
It needs to take a Constitution saving throw.
That's an actual one.
Damn. Okay, that's unfortunate. So the first bite is 11 piercing damage, and then let's see, because you failed your Constitution, so I need to roll. Okay, and then also 11 points
Okay.
of poison damage.
The ooze is just a little thing at this point. A small oil slick of a puddle.
Wait, it didn't do 11 piercing damage. It did 22 piercing damage because it was a crit with the nat 20. So it took 33 points of damage, 11
Okay.
of which are...
Henry is killing it.
Literally.
Hannah's very close. Is that your turn, spider?
Yeah, that's all Spider can do.
In this last ditch effort of desperation, the ooze slinks again towards Virgil. Does a 19 hit you?
Let me check my spells.
I need you to get out of there.
What do you want me to do?
Retreat, bitch.
I can't! I will cast shield again. Throw up a wall of icy magic.
Does a 25 hit you?
Yeah,
Okay.
that one will.
It moves impressively fast, almost like a snake, and manages to reach around your shield. 3 points of bludgeoning damage and 8 points of acid damage before it falls away from you.
Okay, I'm still in double digits.
It's Henry's turn.
Gonna shoot at the ooze.
Shoot at the ooze.
Yeah.
Is it oos?
Does a 25 hit?
Yeah, and you don't even have to roll for damage. How do you kill the... It only has 3 hit points left.
Oh.
I think you got it.
Henry fires off an arrow at this little puddle of ooze that's left after it has attacked Virgil. It's somewhat anticlimactic, but I suppose shooting an arrow into a tiny clump of ooze is going to be like that.
Splish!
It does give him an opportunity to run over to Virgil.
As you run over, that crack along the earth, it has continued to crumble. None of you are too close to it, though. None of you have to make dex saves before the crumbling of it sort of stops. Close to the tree line at the outside of this sort of clearing that you're in. And your surroundings fall quiet.
Shit, where's Carrot?
I believe he's still in the chasm somewhere. There's Spider with him.
Curate, you take 6 points of poison damage.
Okay. I think Kian is going to peer into the chasm and... I mean, they can spider climb. I think they'll just walk or crawl to see if they can get a view of Curate at all. Curate? Curate?
Curate's pretty far away at this point. Make a perception check, Curate. Which
Disadvantage.
is at disadvantage.
7 poison.
I think they keep repeating it with more and more urgency. Curate? 4.
You don't hear anything. You're also distracted a bit by the pattern of growth of the mushrooms at your feet is acting strangely again, sort of shooting out in certain directions. And you realize as you glance over the direction where it shoots out to the right, and you see there is a fork in the tunnel to the right. And then as you take a few steps forward, and they shoot to the left. You look and see that there's a fork to the left. Again, they are not able to make it far from you, maybe a foot or so before they start to die out.
When Kian gets to the floor of the tunnel, can they see like light ahead where Kirit has the torch?
Yeah, I think you would just barely be able to see a pinprick of light.
I think he's made his way pretty deep into the tunnel. I'm going after.
Here, you take 3 points of poison damage.
And
Kian, you're barely on your feet.
well, we don't know what the fuck's happening with Kirit.
But we don't know what might happen with you either.
Kian's turn. Kian.
New ship name?
Kian starts walking down carefully. They have Marigold flies down and lands on their shoulder, and they're going to heal a couple more times.
The spider that is still on the surface, Henry dispels so that Ox may approach.
Thank God.
It's a really pretty spider compared to like what you've seen from other giant spiders.
You know, from my experience with giant spiders.
It feels like a Henry designer spider.
Fuck it. I'm gonna follow Kian.
Kirit! Can you hear me?
Virgil, will you make a Constitution saving throw, please?
Okay.
Is that light you? Can you hear me?
I got a 1.
You take 10 points of poison damage.
Okay.
No.
The air in here burns your throat, Virgil.
Sick. Kian, if we're down here much longer, we're not going to be able to help anyone.
What do you mean?
Kira, you take 3 more points of poison damage.
He keeps going.
Kirit! Can you hear me? You stay here then. I'm fine right now.
You're fine. The air is poison.
Well, I don't have to breathe.
Well, then be quick about it, alright? Go!
And I think they're
Run,
gonna
baby.
start running.
He's not like trying to shake the spider or anything, but I think he's realizing that the air down here is not great, so he's trying to pick up the pace. So
Okay.
To go in further.
yeah,
Yeah, cool.
to see if there's anything to find before he gets back out.
Kira, you take 9 points of poison damage as you continue to pick up speed down this tunnel. And eventually it starts to narrow and the ceiling starts to lower. The tunnel grows smaller, though still sort of shooting out from side to side. You see forks here and there. Until eventually you would have to get on your hands and knees to continue onwards.
He'll turn back at that point.
You turn back to face a spider. And Kian, if you're running,
Yeah. Soon after, it's not breathless. Well,
literally.
slightly exhausted looking Kian. Shit, fuck, what are you doing?
Take 6 points of poison damage.
Oh, sorry, is everything going okay? This is a weird tunnel.
Yeah, apparently the air is poison.
Yeah.
Okay, let's get out of here.
No, I'm going.
Okay.
Take 7 points of poison damage.
Do you know this spider?
I don't believe we've met before.
Spider looks very no thoughts, head empty. They have a 2 intelligence.
Do you need in a bag?
Okay. I'll get in the bag.
Meanwhile,
Daddy, speaking of bags.
Virgil, you are able to clamber your way back out of this. You know, it was like a landslide. You can climb back out.
He claws his way out and just sits there on the ground, holding his flaming sword.
And you are poisoned. You have a poisoned condition.
Cool.
While all of this is happening, Ox will check his bag and open
Me out, Ox! Ox!
Shit, sorry, and he'll start dumping things out of the bag, including Wiley.
Amongst, I think it's smut and books you have in here, Wiley also falls out and just takes a deep breath and looks around. Where is everyone?
Well, there were these cracks in the earth that started appearing, and Kirit ran down one of them, and sort of,
You're fine, probably.
yeah.
Wiley stands up, looks kind of a little pale and a little relieved as well.
So you're all alright?
Yeah. Are you all right?
He kind of laughs.
Yeah, I'm fine.
That wasn't even 10 minutes of fighting, right?
Don't ask me.
That is where we're going to end our session for tonight.
Did we solve your puzzle?
We'll have you come to any conclusions?
No.
Then
The air sucks.
it sounds like you didn't solve the puzzle.
I've been filling up the sea. 'Cause this was all your fault. When we stand on separate shores, I'll simmer just a little more. Always fighting over something these days. Crying over nothing either way. You've been building up a railroad, laying rails and stakes and wood. You've been building up a railroad, like it'll do you any good. When that train is on the tracks, we can put all this at our backs.